hell, clean the funds, clean my hands, clean the do my dirt. Death to dance, I ain't trying to flirt. My mans came home the first. Watch the feds, don't alert. Hit the bed, but I can't right now. Same old head trying to take me down. Tent so high, wanna pay so loud. Everybody hood when they get a good play. Tell them bring them on field, but I pray for the down. Still got the on payroll. Whole team ain't move when I say so. I'ma rule the whole game. I'ma grab my chain with him, put the block up, but it still came down. Let me now, let me live. Human love, look me down. Be my judge. This is does. I got fans, they can't tell I'm just a man. Need the love, be my, need my. I don't plan, just show up. Ayo, God don't get what you can't. I just met a bad thing, she stable. Now she mad at the crib, gotta lay low.
Well, welcome to 2K Sports Presentation. But the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We'll see the New York Knicks taking on Boston. Here's Tatum to the middle. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
And it's Barrett penetrating.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Back to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Here's ABC. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. No good on that one. So New York will take it the other way. Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And the second free throw, good. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Pass to Reddish. There's the 3. Here's Bradley. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Now here's Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Back to Whiteside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Whiteside working on having a better all-around feel for the game, and that time makes a solid read.
And here's Bradley. The shot's good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's ABC. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Tatum. Lets it go with a three. It doesn't go for him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Barrett. From deep, George. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Boston trailing. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
And George, here we go. Here's Pirtle. George with the ball. Sweet move. And the layup is up and in.
And Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Inside. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Celtics making a switch here. Now, here's Barrett. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. George with no one around. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. George has got 5.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Driving the lane. And Tatum pulls it down.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Brown outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got his second bucket.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown. Going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
Here's Pirtle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Pass to Brown. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Now Barrett. Crafty move. And the rejection by Tatum. Here's Bradley. Pirtle trying to get open. Bradley can't get it to go. Down low. Hardy. Pass to Williams. Second chance shot. That one no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Next ball.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
Pass to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. That one misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Now here's Williams. Defended by Pirtle. Back to Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Austin making a switch here.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Here's Fultz, following the score by New York. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
New York leading by 3. And Chandler, here we go. Here's Jones. And too long on the shot.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Fultz. They get a hand on it. And now it's Chandler running. He can go all the way. And Chandler throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And here is Chandler. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. From 18 feet away. And they pick up 2. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night. He takes it in. That one goes in.
The athleticism from Fultz is off the charts. Turns on the jets whenever he's taken off towards the basket.
Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Maker misses. The Knicks leading by 5. To the inside. Some nice passing by New York here. Zubac's in the post. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Austin making a switch here.
Checking in for Boston, Willie Cauley-Stein.
1:31 left to play here in the first. Here's Fultz. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good on the triple.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Back to Fournier. Pass to Jones. No one near him.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Here's Maker. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. To the paint. No good. That would have tied it. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
For 3, Fournier. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Pass to Cauley-Stein. There's 21 seconds left in the first. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Chandler with the ball. Tries it from the top of the key. And the dunk by Zubac.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. And that concludes the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Right side, good. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
Second personal foul.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
At the line for the Knicks.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And with Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success. Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Tatum.
And 1. Jason.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
Jakob Poeltl.
That one on Jakob Poeltl. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
It will be a turnover.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And it's Bradley with the ball for the New York Knicks. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Pass to Poeltl. In the corner, Barrett with it. Takes the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. So it's the Celtics now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Back to Cauley Stein. And here's Brown outside. And they get it back.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the basket is good.
The assist.
And the Knicks lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Reddish. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Barrett penetrating.
Celtics foul.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
Personal foul. Second
the defense
foul.
just didn't know what was coming, and that's because R.J. Barrett's mobility had them off balance.
At the line for 2.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett.
Team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Here's ABC. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Tatum drives in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop so quick.
Now, here's Barrett.
R.J. Barrett.
Yep, that one goes. Barrett's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. Driving to the basket. Poked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Ball's knocked loose. So it's Boston now. And Boston has possession. Brown outside. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
The Celtics on offense. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, heavy settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
2 shots.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Maker. And here's Tatum for three. New York trailing. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
And George drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's ABC. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Tatum. Lock at 6. On the wing, Williams. That's short off the rim.
Boston foul.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Foul.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
You gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. It's George on the wing. 11 points in the game. Here's Bradley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein.
Team is in the penalty.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And here's Tatum for 3. That's no basket. His 3rd miss in 8 tries. Pass to Reddish. Changes up. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Here's Fultz. And Pirtle sends it back. And George, here we go. Here's Reddish.
Boston
And a
foul.
lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul.
More and more Cam Reddish gets confidence in that kind of game where he's going to go inside and attack. That's a big help.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Both shots good from the stripe. Boston trails by 3. Inside.
New York foul.
The Celtics have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
15 foul.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
At the line.
And the personality of Whiteside can be infectious when he's engaged, and there are times when I think the coaching staff tries to draw that out of him, make him more competitive, more consistent.
shooting for New York.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Chandler hits them both. Here's Boston now. 4-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. A 3 for DiVincenzo. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here he goes. Here's Fultz. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Knicks lead by 4. Here's Jones. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Zubac. Six to shoot. And no good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, this is why Whiteside has a high percentage in terms of his field goals. Creates a job inside that he can get done.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Chandler. 6 points for him.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Here's Fultz. They get it back. Whiteside.
2 points for Hassan.
And he makes good on the layup. Whiteside's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And he gets it to go.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And love the high motor Fultz brings to the floor. Really puts the defense in a tough spot whenever he drives inside.
A different look for New York. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside.
Second personal foul.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for 2.
They're just one of those guys who you can see the competitive drive that he has. He's a hungry player. He's young. And there's no doubt he's going to get better.
Here's ABC. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's stolen by Bradley. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
The Knicks with the lead. And here's George for 3. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Tatum. Over to the left wing. Drops one in from the wing. New York leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Pirtle. Maker with the double team. Pirtle trying to get open.
A main staple in Williams' game, that 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And the rejection by Bradley. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He doesn't get the second foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
At the line for your Celtics.
And Williams drops them both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. Barrett inside the three-point line. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Down low, Pirtle. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Pirtle's got his team on the board first here in the second half for New York. Outside Tatum. To the middle. Here's Maker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on George.
That size a lot to deal with out there. Von Maker uses it to his advantage to get a foul.
Now here's George. A shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 16.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup is good.
Jason Tatum.
14 points for him.
Diverse in terms of his offensive talents. Tatum is the type of player who you expect to score at least 20 every night.
Shoots. Good D by Williams.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Back to Tatum. For the lead. Now Maker. Left side Williams. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Kicks it out to Bradley. Pass to Reddish. Now here's George. Here's Bradley. Tries again. No good at the rim. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. That ties it up.
And you got to respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Now here is George. 16 points for him. Barrett for 3. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
Cam Reddish.
And the technical free throw is good.
In for Boston.
Such a versatile forward that can defend, and shoot, and score. Reddish's game has future all-star written all over it.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
New York foul call. Jacob Pirtle.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul. Checking in for Boston.
Fultz looking around. Pirtle with the steal. Pass to Barrett. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Out of bounds.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Yeah, you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
The ball goes to Boston.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. To the inside. Whiteside.
The 7-foot frame of Pirtle really helps on defense. Shooters tense up when he's in their area.
5 on the clock. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Bradley. Outside for George. Here's Pirtle. At the elbow, it's Barrett. Back to Pirtle. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Pirtle's got 6 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
George looking over the floor. On deep. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Pass to Pirtle. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for Boston, the Maker.
Here's Fultz.
Morris, Pentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And here is DiVincenzo. From deep three-point range. And Pirtle pulls it down. Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. And they go to the intentional foul.
DiVincenzo. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Boston. It's a one-point game. It's Caldwell-Pope with the drive. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And the wide open shot from Reddish. The shot's good on the assist by George. Reddish has got 9.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Now here's Cauley-Stein.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
It's okay to be a kleptomaniac during a basketball game. Look at those steals totals. A lot of effort on defense tonight.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. All time to just let them get their legs back on
for the Knicks.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Knicks. They lead by 1. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Brown right side. And then Brown with the dunk.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
And here's Tatum for 3. And they'll get another chance. Another shot. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for Boston. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. The Celtics making a switch here.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Zubac. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Well, we know Zubac can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubac is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
So it's Boston now. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Cauley Stein. Puts the move on. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Cauley Stein's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Zubac picks up the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Substitution for your Celtics. Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
It's a close game here in Boston. A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Fultz. No good on the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Caldwell Pope. No good on that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Zubac. Rebound Boston.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Now here's Fournier. And it's good. 2 points. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. A 3 from Leonard. Can't hit that one. New York calls timeout.
Get ready for the dance squad. Timeout Knicks.
Here's Chandler. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Tie game in Boston. And
It's the fourth quarter.
3-10 quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Celtics on offense. Here's ABC. The kick out to Williams. To the paint. Pass to Whiteside. And Pirtle sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle. On the inbound. And it's Brown getting it to go.
The assist.
And that's 15 points for Jaylen Brown.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Tatum on the wing. From deep. Here's Whiteside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Bradley with some nice D. And here's George for three. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 19 points.
First three of the half, second of the game. And heat up. Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Here's Pirtle. Outside for George. Fires the three. And again, New York with the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to Whiteside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Once his team got Whiteside the ball that close to the bucket, the defense is absolutely at his mercy.
And both free throws good from Whiteside. And so it's New York with it. And George, here we go. Bradley trying to break free.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Pass to Reddish. Takes a three. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's ABC. Shot clock at 6. For the three. And the jam by Whiteside.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Reddish. After the basket by Boston.
Reddish daring the defenders that time. He got really aggressive.
At the line for the Knicks.
The first free throw is good. Boston making a switch here. Both good from the line that time. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Tatum. To the middle. Here's Maker. And it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Defensive foul called on.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. New York trailing. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he banks in the layup. George has got 28.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's George after Jaylen Brown's miss. Here's Hardy. And there's the try.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Here's Barrett. Pass to Bradley. Now here's Pirtle. In the corner, George with it. Back to Pirtle. Second shot opportunity. And Bradley gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of game.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Inside, there's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's ABC. Pass to Tatum. Lock at 6. The 3. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Down low. Outside for George. The tray. It's good from long range.
3 points.
George has got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Pass to Tatum. From deep three-point range. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's George. Takes it inside. And George with the stuff.
Well, George in there just gliding through and makes a nice move on the drive.
Outside Tatum. He can't get it to go. Bradley with some nice D. And a deep 3 from George. The quick look, no good that time. Boston trails by 4. And here's Brown outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 22 points. New York calls timeout.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Paul George with the steal. Pass to Zubac. Back to Barrett. There's the triple. Goes back up. And it's Zubac laying it in. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
There's Baker. Offline with his 3. And here is Zubac. Back to George. Pass to Bradley. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And he recovers it. A second chance effort. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's ABC. From the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 13 points for ABC.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
Paul George.
That free throw good from George. And George drops them both.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Here's ABC. Garrett covering. To the inside. In the corner, it's Maker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Bradley.
2 minutes.
Here's Reddish. Great D that time from Tatum. Boston trailing. Tatum on the wing. To the middle. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Personal foul. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 1:35 left in the fourth. And it's Barrett penetrated. Here's Bradley. Pass to Zubac. It's George on the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Outside Tatum. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac. And George, here we go. Back to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Yes!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's ABC. Outside Tatum. And he drives in. Here's Whiteside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
And this is why they have him as their star player, Whiteside, with the ability to step up in the clutch.
And the whole game resting on one free throw, and he buries it. Tremendous heart.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, a chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Outside Tatum. Shoots the 3. Right between the eyes.
Jason Tatum.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're up by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And clearly they're in the driver's seat here, but they still have to get a stop. The main thing is they can't allow that open, quick look from beyond the arc.
Substitution for this. Kai Jones. Evan Fournier.
The 3 from George. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come.